Hello, welcome to my channel. I am a budget mama based in the UK, and my little family of 3 is working to a cash budget system to help us keep in control of our finances. We've only been doing this for like 2 or 3 months now, I think, but we're already finding that it's having a huge effect on how much money we can save each week. So today's video is going to be me stuffing our weekly spending money, and that covers our food, our petrol, our miscellaneous bits and bobs that we spend on a weekly basis. And we put £170 a week into those cash envelopes. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So that's 170 going into our cash envelopes for the coming week. But the first thing I do is go through what was left from last week, because this is going to get stuffed into my savings challenges. I have 2 running at the moment. One is a penny savings challenge and one is a weekly savings challenge, and they are both coming along quite well. So food, we only put £40 into food last week. Previously I was putting £50, but I found that if I had £50 I would spend £50, and we didn't necessarily need the convenience food and the luxury items that I was buying with the £50 budget. So I've done 2 food spending challenge, like food budget challenge, grocery budget, I don't know, I've done 2 food budget challenges so far. One week I spent only £30, and that was because I had a lot of kind of store cupboard stuff like tins and packets and things like that. And then last week I did 40. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is kind of roll it. So I'm going to do £30, then £40, then £50. And that £50 is going to let us buy some of the more expensive items that we can't buy the rest of the time. But it's also going to let us kind of restock that store cupboard for the £30 week. I don't know, I could just average it out and put £40 in a week. I don't know, like rolling it just sounds like it'd feel more of a challenge, and then it would feel like we were having kind of a luxury week when I gave myself 50 quid. If you've been with me a while, you'll know that I ramble. I do ramble a lot. So out of the food budget last week, we only have, I don't know, £80, £90. I need a dish, 1 second. So less than £1 left in food last week. Petrol, there's never anything left from petrol. It all goes in the car and it all gets used. The £70 always goes into the car, and if there is fuel left in, we use it to have a bit of a run around, do a day trip or see family or friends. Personal care we didn't touch, so there's £10 automatically going into our savings challenges. Yay! Clothing we haven't touched. I have capped clothing at £50. 20, 40, 50. So no cash is going to go into our clothing budget this week, which I allow £20. So that's another £20 that's going to go into savings this week. Yay! Not that I'm excited to save money. Miscellaneous, we had £5 left. And pets, we had, I think, £8, that says. Yes, £8 left. So that is automatically going to go into our savings. I think we only bought dry cat food this week, so there wasn't a lot coming out of that, but we will need litter, I think, and wet food. So we'll spend a little bit more this week, but that's fine. So let's go through and stuff. So food, I'm going to put 50 into food this week, and kind of the main reason for that is because my husband has an interview this week, and I want to make sure that I do a bit of a celebration, kind of well done you on the day, kind of a nice meal or a treat or something. and then if he gets offered the job, then I'm going to do something else that's a little bit nicer than our usual day-to-day meals. 70 goes into our car. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 goes into the car. So yeah, a bit excited for that. He's well prepared, so I think he's going to do a fantastic job in the interview, but fingers crossed, because that will give us a little bit of a bump in income, which I gotta say at the moment is desperately needed. I think everybody's in the same boat, just struggling a little bit. So £10 is going into personal care. I mean, obviously we can dip into our savings if we were struggling a lot, or say come October when the fuel prices go up again, for like gas and electric and stuff. Maybe if we were struggling to pay those, we could dip into our savings, but I don't want to do that. I'd rather save the savings for something instead of just everyday normal bills, you know. So clothing, we still have 50. I've capped it at 50, so nothing is going into clothing. Miscellaneous is getting 10. And oh, actually put it in, silly sausage. And pets is getting 10 as well. And then we should have £20 left over to put towards our savings challenges. So that's all of the money in. Pop that to one side, do all the zippers off camera because I forgot to do them and you don't want to see that. So we've got £20 left over from what we've not stuffed from this week's kind of allowance. And I've got £23.98 left from what I took out that was left over from last week. So that gives me £43.98 to stuff into our savings challenges, which is excellent. I'm very happy about that. So move those out of the way. So as I say, we've got 2 running at the moment. We've got our weekly challenge, which is like an envelope challenge. So I've got 52 envelopes with the number of the week on, and every week I stuff 1, although sometimes I do get to stuff 2 if I'm having a particularly good week. Because we do have 2 lots of cash envelopes. We've got one that's our kind of weekly spending money, which is this one, and then the other one is kind of saving, short-term savings and sinking funds. And if you're new, the video for that will come out on Friday, and my weekly budget comes out on a Wednesday. So I'm doing pretty well with that. I totted it up. I'll put the total on the screen because I can't remember how much it is off the top of my head. But I did have a look, and it's the equivalent, like filling the coloured in ones is the equivalent of filling up to number 30. So yeah, I'm about a third of the way through, because I think this is going to give me, when it's done, it's going to give me £1,378, which is going to be amazing. I mean, just having a mini daydream about having it filled and wondering what I'm going to do with nearly 1,400 quid. Interesting. So yeah, it's going really well. I'm more than a third of the way through that one. And this one is my penny savings. This is very similar, so no envelopes, but I've got a piggy bank, and on day 1 you'd put in a penny, day 2 you put in 2 pennies, yada yada yada. You're all budgeting, I'm sure, so you already know what this is. I'm just in case there's anybody new, I like to cover myself. So this is coming along not so well. I did tot it up. So this is going to give me £667.95 when I've done all of the boxes. You're supposed to do 7 a week. Most weeks I am not doing that many. Because I'm kind of splitting the leftover money between 2 savings challenges, I either put a lot in one or a lot in the other. I don't tend to be able to do a lot in both. But that's fine. It just will take me more than a year to complete it, but that's no big deal. But if this is going to take me less than a year, with filling maybe 2 a week on some weeks, then I'll be able to put what's left, what I would be putting in here, into my penny savings. I'm doing it again. I'm doing the rambling. I'm rambling again. Anyway, so I do it a lot. I do apologise. So let's look at the penny savings. So I've got 300. So there's 98 there. So I could do 98, but then I filled 300. So if I do 97 and 301, that will be my 398. So that's what I'm going to do. So nope, not 98, 97 and 301. So 97 and 301 are coloured in. So my penny challenge goes into Toothless. I have finally gone to the bank, and no, I'm lying to you. I haven't been to the bank. I don't know why I lied. I just didn't want to seem like I'd flaked again for another week. Oh God. So all I've done is taken everything but the pounds and £2 out, put them in a bag with the intention of taking them to the bank. I just haven't quite got there yet. So anyway, the penny savings goes into Toothless. That's what I'm going to do now. I will cut out me dropping all the pennies in because I don't want to deafen you. That's one. So Toothless is fed. And then we've got the weekly challenge. So I've got 20, 30, 35, 40. So 10, 20, 30, 35, 40. I have filled my 40 and my 35 and my 30 and my 25. So maybe I do 20, 15 and 5. That would be filling 3 this week, which would, and that's not counting for anything that I fill on Friday. So that would make me feel like I was making progress. I like that idea. So let's fill those. And 15. Sorted. So we're going to fill 3 today. That's excellent. So those are my filled ones. So 5, 15 and 20 are getting filled. Tell you what, guys, this feels really good. I know it's only putting 40 in, so only, you know what I mean. I know it's only putting £40 in, but this feels like way better than filling 1 envelope. Feels like I'm making like really good progress. I don't know. It's all psychological, isn't it? And sometimes you got to do the things that make you feel better. So that is 5, 15 and 20 going in. Fantastic. Oh, that does feel good. Okay. So that is everything, guys. So that is my weekly challenge done, my penny savings challenge done. I will put the totals on the screen because I'm sure you want to keep track of where I am. I do, you know, if it's videos that I'm watching, I like seeing where people are up to. That's my weekly spending sorted. So that is everything I want to show you today, guys. Do come back on Friday when I stuff my short-term savings and sinking funds, and you never know, maybe we will fill 4 envelopes this week, which will be amazing. I'm very excited. Take care, guys. Happy budgeting.